Reproductive Potpourri is a website dedicated to supporting those who experience miscarriage, recurrent pregnancy loss, and infertility. Women who are in need of support can find information on resources and research, read and listen to stories, access to a discussion board, and an opportunity to tell their own stories. This is the website that was not available to me in the early 1990s, as I experienced 8 miscarriages and a potpourri of other reproductive experiences. How can we better support those who are experiencing miscarriage and recurrent pregnancy loss? Today's presentation will offer tools to assist those who are in need. Here is a key fact. 25 to 50% of all pregnancies end in miscarriage. Many women leave a doctor appointment with news of a possible miscarriage. What does this mean? Where can she get answers? Who will support her until she sees whether or not her HCG levels have doubled? Will there be a heartbeat at the next ultrasound? Medical practitioners are not available 24/7 to help uncertain patients through this time of the waiting game. Unfortunately, society does not want to talk about miscarriage. The silence around the topic leaves those affected feeling isolated and confused. There is a stigma in our society that leads to shame and emotional devastation. Although research does not necessarily show better health or grief outcomes, online groups can empower members by allowing them access to information, resources, and social support. Online group participants appreciate the convenient and safe online communities to validate their grief and allow space to discuss emotions, experiences, and hopes. Researchers point out that effectively functioning online groups tend to foster hope, have universality, and are cohesive. They offer interpersonal learning and information and can provide an experience of profound change. Medical providers can recommend this online resource to their patients. It's a place that holds recommendations for books, podcasts, research articles, social media links, many other articles, and a 24/7 discussion board. Telling our stories allows healing, and this platform can give a voice and place to learn and listen. As noted before, researchers have found that while waiting, many turn to these online platforms. Discussion boards are a place to ask questions and search for answers. They are an alternative space to voice frustration and make sense of the very intense emotions. Others use discussion forums for affirmation. In real-time dialogues, there's a bottom-up structure. Some can't wait for the next doctor visit or fear that their questions won't be taken seriously. Discussion boards are open all day and all night, do not require an appointment, and they can find comfort and solutions with users like themselves. These message boards can be anonymous, private, less threatening than an in-person therapy, and can be a workaround for social awkwardness. Numerous studies show that writing about distressing events, thoughts, and emotions can be therapeutic. Writing increases positive emotions. There's a greater sense of confidence and self-determination. Other social benefits include emotional well-being, confidence, independence, control, improved optimism, and acceptance. Researchers have found that writing is empowering when fostered in online support groups. These groups allow free and natural expression by writing in ways that fit each individual's preferences and abilities. They can express themselves in poems, stories, metaphors, and prose. The core difference of online group is that there's no pre-planned or targeted professional manipulation. They offer relief and improved feelings rather than an offering of therapeutic change. They operate without a leader and are usually open forums with no time restrictions. The key benefit to online groups is that they give empowerment to those who feel powerless. Written stories can be easily recorded to a podcast. As we listen to others' stories, we can develop empathy and understanding. I propose this can be a tool to break down the stigma of miscarriage. Awareness is key. Feminist healthcare providers need to develop nurturing ways to be supportive. Pregnant women should be informed of the standard medical procedures in the case of miscarriage and stillbirth, and be informed of their options and alternatives. We might want to consider asking permission to borrow rituals of pregnancy loss from other cultures. I wonder what impact I could have made decades ago if I had had access to the social media platforms of today. Although I cannot know who I would have touched or what impact I could have had today with today's awareness, I do know that this issue should not be dismissed any longer. This was presented today with an audience of practitioners. Reproductive Potpourri was a project for English 626, topics in digital media, technology, and visual literacy. Thank you so much for your time today.